everyone, Bernard here, and I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Film and TV channel. And we've got a review today. We've got a British comedy review. Yes, this has had a very short run at the theatre. It's now out to buy, so as you read, if you fancy it, I'll tell you now, I won't be buying it, that's for sure. But yeah, we're going to have a look at something called Me, Myself and Die. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. You'll get to see when these little vlogs are trying to inform and entertain. There's not many reviews out for this one today, but I've got a couple of reviews and a couple of scores to give you, and my little 2p worth as well. And if you check my playlist, you'll see stuff on my football team, Manchester City. If that's any interest, or you know someone who might be interested, please point in my direction. But it's film and TV today. There's links on screen for Facebook and Twitter, and I also have a little website where I sell old rare DVDs, movie posters, and some board games as well. So if you get onto moviegamenostalgia.com, that would be very much appreciated. And please, all your comments are welcome on this film or anything to do with film and TV. It doesn't have to be this film, whatever you want to chat about on film and TV. I'd love to hear from you. And if you don't have time for a comment, just give us a thumbs up, that'd be great. Right, we'll get on very quickly with this one. 12A certificate, 93 minutes. It run time about 88 minutes. A comedy. It stars James Lance, Larry Lamb very briefly, Lucy Pinder, Tigger Drew Honey, and Will Mellor again very briefly. And a few familiar faces to UK UK TV watchers and UK film watchers. And what's it about? Well, read the synopsis, it's something like out of the 70s. I thought it was actually made in the 70s when I watched this, to be honest with you. After winning the trip of a lifetime to a caravan park in Rhyl, North Wales, unlucky in love northerner Janet is ready for a holiday romance. Unfortunately, taking advice of her best friend Diana, that she should pretend to be the opposite of who she actually is in order to find love, doesn't quite lead to the happily ever after that Janet was hoping for. Yeah, the Metacritic, there's literally one critic's review, and it's The Guardian's Kath Clark, and she reviewed this on June the 14th, 2021, and said, "There's nothing quite so naff and depressing as a British comedy misfire." Probably agree. And Me, Myself and Die is a real deal. A miserably unfunny rom-com about Bolton's answer to Bridget Jones. Yeah, well, fair enough. Internet Movie Database, Joe Public, you, me, the watchers. Well, we've had 32 reviews left. We'll get onto a couple of those in a moment, which I don't believe for 1 minute. And it's averaging a score of 4.9 out of 10. So not the greatest, is it, score? Yeah, so what are my little thoughts on this? Well, Bernard's thoughts. Katie Clement is the lead in this as Janet. She's very likeable. Don't get me wrong, she's very likeable. Not the greatest actress in the world. I don't think I've seen her in anything else. I might have seen her and forgotten about her. She's very likeable. And Diana, obviously Diana as well. The girl who plays Diana is very likeable as well. Her name escapes me just at the moment. Ezekiel starts off okay, but to be honest with you, it goes a little bit downhill after about 20 minutes, where I just don't like her at all, which is, and again, acting-wise, very poor, and she actually seems to get worse as the film goes on, but obviously they're not shot in order, are they? So you never know, she might have done some of the later scenes early on when she perhaps wasn't as confident, but she's not the greatest actress, although, as I said, I did like her character initially, but she sort of faded off. And poor Janet, Katie Clement as Janet, is left to struggle really through these 90 minutes or so with a pretty naff script and annoying co-stars, although it does mean that she's quite annoying in parts as well, just because of the poor writing, to be honest with you. I mean, even the cameos from Will Mellor and Larry Lamb are far too brief to add anything. If you actually blink, you probably missed them. I did find it very hard to believe that this is a modern British comedy. As I said, I thought it's been stuck somewhere for since the 1970s, and even for the 1970s British comedy, it would have been fairly weak, to be honest with you. Some of the classics that we used to bring out at those stage, it's just not very good. I'm not going to say I didn't smile a couple of times in it. I mean, some of the characters are so idiotic, it does make you smile a little bit, but how anyone actually wrote the scripts and got the funding for it, I have no idea. to compare it to Bridget Jones, as obviously I think that critic did in a dodgy way. Didn't mean it in a nice way, but yeah, it's not a patch on that sort of film. I mean, I looked at the Internet Movie Database reviews, and obviously there's only 30 odd scores and reviews, but only 4 people have left a review, and one of those was 1 out of 10, probably echoing my thoughts. But they received 2 10 out of 10 reviews and 1 7 out of 10 review. I'm sorry, they have to be fake. They just can't. There must be people involved with the film. I have no, there's nothing in this to give it a 10 out of 10 in a month of Sundays. I just don't know where those scores have come from, but it is quite easy for a couple of cast or crew to dream up a name and put a review down, and I don't want to insult the people who wrote these reviews, but I think that's probably what's happened in this case. And it's that bad. Well, sometimes I do. I wouldn't normally do a review, but because it was a British comedy and I literally just done my What's Out to Buy vlog, I did mention this. I said I'll give it a watch because it could be that bad it's good, but unfortunately it's that bad it's bad. So yeah, as a British comedy, I like to give them a little bit of leeway. As I said, a couple of actors are familiar, a couple of faces familiar, but it's not their fault. I mean, all right, they're not the greatest actors, but the script they were given to put, you know, the script and the plot and the ideas and the scenes are absolutely awful. It is just say it wouldn't even rate back in the 70s if I was rating it for a British comedy then at a bawdy holiday camp, you know, which just doesn't bring me back. Well, bring me Heidi High or something. I mean, just anything to get this taste of this out of my mouth. It was absolutely awful. So I'm not even going to give it a rating because I don't want to give anything a 1 out of 10. But I'm going to make it unrateable, this one. I just don't want to embarrass it by giving it a rating. And certainly, as I said, those people who give it 10 out of 10 and 7 out of 10, if they want to buy it, it's available to buy. It's out to buy now at £7 on DVD. So if you wanted to own that, I pity anyone who actually went to the cinema to watch this, and they did get a short release, but very, very disappointing. As I say, apart from the lead character, who I felt a little bit sorry for, most everything else was just appalling, to be honest with you. But there you go. So I won't give it a rating, and I won't advise you to go out and watch it, but there you go. If you watch the first 10 minutes, it'll probably give you a feel for what the film's going to be like anyway. So as I say, it's not up to me to tell you whether to watch something or not, but it's not often I say this. No, I just wouldn't waste my time watching it, to be honest with you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you want to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other till we meet here again on the Film and TV channel, or perhaps have a flit across, have a look at my Citizen channel, my football channel. I only ask one thing of you. Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.